thank you for joining me. We're going to be having a walkthrough of the maps in our 2-book map set, Castles, Crypts and Caverns. As I mentioned, this contains 2 books of battle maps, and the best thing about this is it gives you lots of different options. So as I open them up, you will see you get this huge map area when you put the 2 books next to each other. This is 24 by 24 inches. And of course, you can also use each book individually. This is 24 by 12 inches, and also each page individually for 12 by 12 maps. So lots of different options in terms of size. These lay super flat on the table if you're using miniatures, and you can also write on them with your trusty whiteboard marker pen, excuse me, to create your own dungeon layout as I'm doing here, and then you can simply wipe the maps clean when you're finished, which makes every single page map in this book completely customizable using something as simple as a pen. So as we flip through the maps, the first thing to point out is we have these standard entry exit points here. So this map will flow seamlessly into this map because we have put the doorway in the same place on both maps. And this is consistent throughout. So what we have done, you will always have 4 pages which are drawn to create one larger map. And of course, just a reminder that each page can be used individually as well. But as well as using these 4 pages together as a map, you will also find you'll be able to line the maps up in lots of different ways in order to create your own layouts. So these 4 pages have been drawn to work together, but when I turn the page to this page, you will see that these also work with these pages as well. So you can really have a look at the 2 books and see what works best. Now, the theme on this set is Castles, Crypts and Caverns, so it should come as no surprise, there's quite a nice dungeony feel to this. We've given some castle exterior turrets as well, but the majority of this book has got a lovely dungeon feel and really gives you lots of different options. So there could be a really nice battle going on. You have to sneak through this quite wide open courtyard. And then we come back inside for things like these library maps. And again, we still have these standard entry exit points throughout. Now, when you're using any map like this, we'd really encourage you to try and use the terrain features on the map to help guide your combat. And indeed, when we're writing adventures here at Loki, we tend to start with the battle map, and then we'll write the adventure and the encounters starting from there, which is a super fun way to do it. So for something like this hedge maze, you could have a really nice treasure hunt throughout this, or even a nice game of hide and seek with a more sinister twist to it, and you can have a lot of fun using the terrain features that we've given you. But we've also made sure these maps are nice and generic so that they can come back to your table as many times as possible in as many different scenarios, not forgetting you can customise them using the pen, or you can use 3D terrain that you have lying around, and of course using miniatures as well. So lots of different options here. And now we're transitioning through into our cave maps via our you've got to have a sewer. We can't put a book without a sewer. We spend so much time in the sewers in our adventures, I cannot tell you. And now we come to the caves. So again, we have given some plainer areas so that you can use these with the bigger base baddies, and also some smaller areas here where you can put the smaller miniatures out and you have breaks and lines of sight and a bit more to think about when you're battling on this side of the map. And of course, these are battle maps, so anything that involves tactical combat encounters, there's a 1-inch grid throughout to help you plan and track those. But also it's worth having a map on the table even if it's not a combat encounter. It really provides this beautiful sense of immersion for the party in the world and the adventure that you're presenting to them. And we'd always suggest having a map on the table just to bring everyone together so they're all focusing in. And then as we come to the end of Castles, Crypts and Caverns, you'll see we've given this more intricate cave system. And again, all the caves have got these standard entry exit points so that you can use them in conjunction with each other and mix and match all the different layouts. So that was a very quick look at Castles, Crypts and Caverns, the set of 2 books of battle mats by Loki Battle Mats.